What's up? Yo, this is Brian again. Coming to you with another video for today. Um, I am going to try to put out 1 to 3 videos a week out to begin with until we gain some traction. So just bear with me, but there is a ton of content that's coming. Because like I said, it's something that's very important to me. So in the last video, I just went into detail about, my struggle, what this page, Kick Out at 2, is about, and the mission behind Kick Out at 2. And in that last video, I said that I also wanted to give motivation to people. And this video right now is one of those videos that I want to just hopefully in some way motivate anyone that's watching this. You don't even have to be in recovery or dealing with substance abuse. I just want my videos to touch you, speak to you in some way, and just maybe help you, help you in any part of your life. So last night I was racking my brain about love, the emotion of love, and how love can be a beautiful and harmonious thing, but it can hurt. People sit there and say all the time, "Oh, love doesn't hurt." I beg to differ. When you love someone, whether it's a family member, friend, acquaintance, a partner, child, whatever, when you see them doing bad things, when you see them here and they fall to here, you love them, but it hurts because you love them making those bad decisions. And on the flip side of that, love is happy, love is joyous, love is yay. When you love that family member, when you love that person, that spouse, that whatever, and you see them go from here to here, it's a beautiful thing. One of the things that I love about this, and one of the things that I found made this journey, how hard it was, but made this journey as hard as it was. As hard as it was to sit there and go through what I went through, when I sat there and I read a comment that my son posted. Now, mind you, my son's only 7, okay? And he's in the 2nd grade, and he's the smartest second grader I know. When I was in addiction, I know that I hurt him. And listen, I'm gonna get in depth in another video about all of that, about having kids in addiction. But while we're speaking about love and talking about how love hurts, he loved his daddy. He's a daddy's boy. And I know that period of time when I wasn't there, that period of time that I couldn't be there 24/7, I know for a fact that hurt him. And that's something that, I deal with still on a regular basis. the fact that, you know, he saw me as his hero and all that, and I couldn't be there because I chose a substance over my kids at the time. And when I think about my mom telling me a story of how he would just sit there and just turn on wrestling and just sit there and watch it because, and then that's how she knew that he was missing me because he would turn on and watch wrestling. And you know, he knows that I'm a Roman Reigns fan. So I know he would always be watching Roman Reigns, and we always, when I would call him, we would sit there and say, "Yo, we the ones," you know. If I didn't have that love and um that kick in the ass, then I don't think I I don't think I could start the process. I fast forward to yesterday, the last video that I posted, and instead of saying daddy, he says Diddy. All the kids do. And he comments with clapping hands, and there's three words that is still I can see that's etched. Good job, Diddy. And that hit me like a Mack truck because I knew I hurt him in the past because he loved his daddy so much. But I know now that I am sitting here making him proud and he sees what I'm doing. And because of that love that he gave me, I'm sitting here every day wanting to be the best that I can because nobody says this enough. The cycle has to end. And if we're not going to break it, then the kids that come after us got to be the ones that break it. And I want all my kids, all of them, to break this cycle. Stop the revolving door and say, no, enough is enough. I've seen what it does to people I care about. I will not, I cannot, and I won't put my family through this, but most importantly, put myself through this. So as we're speaking about love, I um I wrote down love, and right now I want you to get a pen, pencil, some paper, or go to your notes in your phone. I'm gonna give you time to do that, and if by the time I starts talking about this, you don't have a pen and paper yet, listen, you can always pause it. But I want you to write out L.O.V.E. Now, beside L, I want you to put letting go of shame. Release the weight of past mistakes to make room for growth. Let's face it, there are things that we are very, very, very shameful about that we done. Trust me, I am very shameful. Well, I just told you, very, very shameful. But the one thing you have to do if you want to get over it and attack your root, like I said, you got to let go of that shame. You got to release the weight of those past mistakes and allow something fresh, something new, something great, something that's good to grow from that. And if you don't, I promise you, forever you will be weighed down by the past and you will never be able to move forward. And that's not good for nobody. Beside the O, I want you to put owning your truth, stand in your story, raw, real, and unfiltered. That's where the power lives. That's where the power lives. When you can stand in your truth and stand in your story and say, listen, I I was a part of that. I lived that. I done that. But look where I am now. Don't sugarcoat anything. Don't sit there and make things out to be that it's not. Don't sugarcoat anything in life. And that's the one thing that I find that sometimes is the hardest thing to do is not being able to own what you were in your past life in addiction, or if you're currently in addiction. And then when you get to the other side of recovery, you're still trying to be in that past. No, stand in that ish, own that ish, and know that's where the power lives. This woman told me one time, and listen, this I'm not trying to be religious because I'm not really a religious person, but she told me one time, listen, young man, you might being crucified with weakness, but you're going to be resurrected with power. Stand in that power. Own that power. Own that truth. Beside the V, I want you to put valuing your worth. You are not your addiction. You are your comeback. You are not that substance that you use to numb the pain. You are not who you were in addiction. I know that I'm not. Listen, the last video I posted, one of my good friends, and shout out to you, Billy and Christina, and excuse me, in the pro wrestling business, you might gain acquaintance. You might gain a few friends, but very few will you gain family. Those two, we were family. That was my brother, that was my sister. I love them two. them two, those two, they always had my back. But when I was in addiction, I was somebody they didn't know. I treated them like somebody I didn't know because I was in that addiction because I needed that substance to feel. That substance, I valued the substance more than I valued friendships, more than I valued camaraderie, more than I valued the love and support of people that I called family. And it wasn't just with them. Like I said, my kids, my own mother. That I wasn't that person that they knew. And they tried telling me that I wasn't that person, but I didn't want to listen because that substance had a hold of me. But you are your comeback. Every great fall is just the start of a monumental epic comeback. And that comeback you are. Listen, who would have thought after November 15th of 2023, I would be right here posting a video with a page helping people that were like me, trying to motivate people that were like me. You can ask anybody that knew me. They would never, ever, ever thought that I would be doing this right now. Because at one time, I couldn't be sober or clean for 1 second. So let alone almost 2 years. But the comeback is real. Once you get to that rarefied air, that level, people think, okay, I'm done. No. Hey, you keep going. You keep going. The sky's the limit. You keep going till you can't go no more. And the great thing about the sky, listen, let me tell you something. When they say the sky, no, there's unlimited. I mean, you can go, 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 go till freaking you you're in a zero gravity zone, but you're still going because guess what? You want to be better. You want to be better than you were in your addiction. And finally, with that E, beside that, I want you to write down elevating others. Recovery isn't just personal, it's communal. When you when you're wise and when you love those people in that community, you want to lift others up too. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Now that I'm past that line of addiction and now that I'm in recovery, I want to help as many as I can so they can feel how I feel, so they can see what I see, so they can see that when somebody told them, hey, it gets easier, hey, it does. At that time, I didn't want to believe it, but it does get better. And it will get better. And this is what I want to bring to this page, this community. I don't want you to feel like you're being judged. I don't want you to feel like you're being shamed. I don't want you to feel like you're alone. I want you to feel like you are loved, appreciated, seen, and heard. Because when you don't feel loved, when you don't feel appreciated, when you don't feel cared about, and when you don't feel seen, you feel like you're never going to make it. And you feel like you're a failure. And let me tell you right now, whoever's watching this, you are not a failure. You are not your addiction. You are, though, a person that's going to persevere and get back up on that horse. You are a person that's going to sit there and take everything that happened in their past. Don't use it as regrets, but use it as motivation to become better. And you will not lay on the mat for 3. Because like I always say, we always kick out at 2. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Video went a little bit long, but I appreciate you for watching this video. And if you learned anything or you felt anything, please comment below. Please, I want you to hit that like button and I want you to subscribe. And also I want you to share this to anyone that needs to hear this and feel that motivation. If this motivated you, share it. And it doesn't take but 3 seconds. Bloop, bloop, done. And as always, love, peace, and gratitude. I love you.